Our last topic is the restaurants and bars, our favorite topic. And let's first talk about the main dining room, which ours was the American Icon Grill. And our time to go down there was 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we were early.
The same waiter. I really like that part. To be able to have the same waiter, same spot. And we'll show you the seat. It was really nice. You got a view of the water.
Right. So. Yeah, we've done just recently almost entirely Norwegian cruises. So it's Norwegian is anytime dining. It's just you just show up and get in line, and they seat you wherever. You don't have the same waiter. You don't have the same time. Royal is, for us, was early dining, scheduled dining. So it was we were a little thrown off by that initially.
Yes.
We got the hang of it.
Yeah, we did.
Though.
They were very nice. Well, and a tip, being new to Royal, is I wasn't aware, as a tip, that when you look on the app at 5 o'clock, which was our dinner time, they tell you the attire for the evening. So it can be the formal, which again was new to us, having that formal. We got to dress up, but then they had resort casual and other things to be able to dress up.
Right.
So just make sure you look. I mean, you don't have to. Not everybody dress the theme, but
it's not enforced.
But it was, it's fun.
It's nice to do. The waiters are very, they're all into the dress and things like that.
Oh yeah, they sang songs, and so that was fun.
It was fun,
and the food was good.
Yeah, the food at the main dining room was really consistently, really quite good. I can only think of one dish out of probably 12 dishes we had that was a whiff.
That was it. But everything, and the bread, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the bread is so good.
The bread every time was super fresh and was really good.
Yeah.
So definitely really liked the main dining room food. And then there's other specialty dining. We just the specialty dining we went to was Jamie's Italian.
Yeah, we went to Jamie's. We only did specialty dining one time. It just is the way it worked out. There's this 6-day cruise, so we didn't really want to. And this cruise was really kind of a last minute deal for us, so we were trying to do it a little bit cheaper. Yeah. So we only did one specialty dining. We did Jamie's Italian, which I think was
it was good.
Good.
The food was really good.
I wouldn't say it was like knock my socks off good though.
But the problem was the main dining room food was so good.
Yeah, there wasn't a huge difference, I didn't think.
And you get that connection with your waiter, right? Yeah. So, they know all the things that you want. I mean, especially dining room, they don't know you, right? And our spot, it was in the hallway, kind of. Yeah. It wasn't by the window, which in the main dining room, we get to see the view. So, I don't know. It was we'll start with the good things. The food was as you would expect. It was really good Italian food. Yeah. The bolognese sauce that we ended up both. I had lasagna and you had a pasta with bolognese, which is same sauce on both. They were really good meals. And the waiter, remember, he gave us the garlic buns.
Yeah, he did. They brought us some garlic bread and things like that, and that was nice. The waiter was a little disinterested. sometimes.
It's because we're so used to the connection.
Yeah, and it was they sat us outside of the restaurant in the hall, which is, I don't know.
Well, and remember, we were in the hall, and they were going to sit like right next to us, and the place was pretty empty.
The place was empty. It was just, I don't know.
But the couple complained, so they sat.
maybe we didn't smell good or something. I don't know. So
they wanted to put us out.
So for whatever reason, it wasn't because I think some of it was we had seen it built up so much on previous videos. We'd watch other people's videos that really enjoyed the food there.
So the expectations was Jamie's Italian was going to be fantastic. Here were expectations, which it met the expectations, but we didn't realize the main dining room was going to be,
I don't think it met expectations for me, but
when they're so high. Whereas the opposite, the dog house, we had heard some bad things about that.
The hot dog
we're
place.
like, oh, let's try it.
Had horrible reviews. It's like, oh, this is pretty good. I don't know. So. Anyway,
sometimes it's better not to hear any feedback on some of the restaurants.
So anyway, some of the other food besides main dining room, and you went to the doghouse. What about some of the other places we had?
Well, we went to Windjammer. That's
the buffet.
The buffet, and again, the food. I like the buffet because it's a lot of variety, so you can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
And breakfast, they had a whole place for pastries and get your toast and then hot items, and they always had a ton of fruit, and the fruit was so good.
Yeah,
every time I had
fruit.
the fruit. The pineapple was sometimes it's so disappointing. You get all this fruit and it's hard and tasteless. It was not. It was really good.
Yep. The Windjammer had again really better than average buffet food for again almost everything. That we ate there. We ate there a few times.
You're missing my evening.
I left those out.
So normally after the shows, later in the evening, but they closed. What did they close at? Like
9 o'clock.
Yeah. So probably like 8:30ish after we had eaten. I would always go up and I love their spaghetti. So I would have some spaghetti later at night. And sometimes I think we had desserts. Sometimes
Someone
as
had
well.
dessert.
So that's the Windjammer. And the other ones that we went to are the Café Promenade.
Café Promenade. We would go. We went a lot of times. That was where you went to get your spaghetti. I went to Café Promenade and got the cookies.
The cookies.
They had good cookies there.
That's right. And I could get my tea, extra tea there as well. And then right next to them was Serrano's.
Serrano pizza. Sorrento's. Not
Sorrento's? Oh, yeah, Sorrento's for pizza.
Mm-hmm. And the pizza was, Sorrento's pizza was good.
Mm-hmm. And it was always open.
It was always open. I'll just leave it that it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't think it was like a fantastic pizza, but it was good.
It wasn't like your gourmet.
It was there. Yeah. It was hot.
Yeah.
It was cheesy. It was good.
They had a variety of pizzas.
Yeah.
And then, did we eat at the
La Patisserie? I had they have a for-pay. Higher end
drinks and pastries
and snacks and things like that. I didn't get any of those. I got a lot of coffee there. It's Starbucks basically. That's there. So I got coffee there pretty much every day.
And the other two places that we went to the Solarium Bistro.
Solarium Bistro.
That first day, and that was good.
Solarium Bistro is a small, basically a mini buffet. Mm-hmm. When it's open for lunch and breakfast, it's a smaller version of the buffet, usually less crowded. Less items, obviously, because it's a smaller version, but it's a nice place to go. It's a little more civilized maybe than the buffet list people there.
Yeah, it's just nice because sometimes Windjammer gets really crowded. So going to some of the other venues, and the other venue we would go to was the 270 Café.
270 Café grab and go. Grab and go for some wraps and small sandwiches. They have the roast beef thing they're famous for.
And I had the turkey club, which I loved.
Right.
And then you ended up finding something that you really liked.
I did.
There.
They have salads that basically you make your own salad or have someone make your salad, which was really good. You pretty much have them a bunch of selection that you just tell them what you want and they put it in there and put dressing on it and you have your own salad. I wasn't a big fan of the wraps and the sandwiches. I don't know. It's just I think it's difficult because they're refrigerated to really cold refrigerated, and then you take a grilled cheese sandwich that's refrigerated and then you stick it in the microwave. It's not an effective way to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So
did you have the grilled cheese?
No. Oh. I had a tuna sandwich that was microwaved.
Oh, okay.
It's not a good way to make a tuna sandwich. So anyway.
All right, so that's I don't want to end on a negative note, but in general, I thought the food was really good, and a lot of
90% of the food was really, really
variety.
Good.
Even in the pub, the Amber and Oaks, we didn't eat there, but it looked like
they had you could pay for little pub snacks. They were not expensive, $4 to $6 for different little pub snacks that were there.
And the fish and
chips. Darn it, I wanted to eat there, but that's one of those things that they have fried shrimp there, and
lobster.
That's that allergy that I'm afraid of, that I can't have. If they cook the fish with the shrimp in the same oil, that would be a problem. So I avoided that one, unfortunately.
We probably should have asked him, because in the galley tour, remember, he said we keep it separate, in the kitchen itself. But I'm not sure about the fish and chips. And then there was others as well. But let's shift over to the bars.
Sure.
So our favorite bar was Schooner Bar.
Schooner Bar was ended up being our favorite bar for a number of reasons. I think convenience is one. It was at the bottom of the elevator.
Yep.
So we get up the elevator and we were in the Schooner Bar. So that was nice.
Entertainment. They had the guitar.
They had the guitar player and the piano that was there.
In the bar, there was always normally a spot. We really like to belly up to the bar because you get to talk to people, and we met some really nice people at the bar. Yeah,
it was. Schooner Bar is on the fifth deck, and it would be usually. It had a neat, interesting crowd of people there. They tended to all kind of be getting ready for their evening.
Yeah.
And we got to know the bartenders a little bit that were there.
And even asked us. We asked them, what was your favorite place? And his was Tokyo, Japan. Right?
So they get to.
And ask everybody else, what is your favorite place where you would go?
So you get to talk to some people that have been around and just it's interesting conversations when you have a little bit of time and people doing similar things at similar places. So it was nice. It was very low key.
We did go to some of the other. We went to the pub, the Amber and Oaks.
Amber and Oaks pub.
That was the night where we were first in Cabo, so it was quiet.
Yeah, it was a dead ship.
So normally Amber and Oaks is crowded.
It's very full.
That night it wasn't, and we talked to the bartender there, and got to hear the musicians sing. So that was a nice bar as well. And then the other one we went to, by the Solarium,
the Sunshine Bar.
The Sunshine Bar. And then we went to the inside pool bar as well.
Pool bar down the inside. We've done. We went to the 270 bar for a drink.
Oh yeah, we did go to the 270
That's there.
bar.
The 270 bar was during the show that we went to.
Oh yeah, and the Royal Theater.
Royal Theater bar
we didn't
there.
like belly up to the bar, but they came to us.
That was sad. We went to the show. Ended up sitting in pretty much the same
Spot.
place. And the waiter. We had the same waiter would come there, and by the last show, he just brought me a drink. He knew what it was.
Yeah.
He just brought it.
He said, "Here's your gin and tonic."
I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. That's sad. But anyway.
But they had, what I liked about Royal is they had so many bars. So I think not one of them was overcrowded.
No, they weren't full.
Where we've been, in other ships where maybe the first night, we can belly up to the bar, but then you go in, you're excited, you want to go up to the bar, and it's just packed.
It's very packed,
So you have to sit back. But I would say at Royal, any night you were able to belly up to one of the bars.
Yeah, it was real nice with the Ovation of the Seas, because it's a Quantum class ship. It's a little bit larger ship, and it still is arranged in a way that there are separate areas that people, even though there was a lot of people on the ship, they would each have their own places that they would tend to go to, that it never really got or felt really crowded, or very, very seldom did it feel crowded.
The only time that we felt the crowds were Windjammer.
We had the buffet.
And then the elevators sometimes we get.
The elevators, typical when it was like everyone was trying to disembark, or everyone was trying to get off on Cabo, or everyone was trying to go somewhere.
So we would do the steps.
It was crazy. They would just get stuck on like the upper levels where they would cycle around in there.
And even remember at times we pushed the button and it wouldn't even light up. So I think they would just.
I think the elevators had some smart things where they would just not go to places.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
In general, we just really enjoyed our time on Ovation of the Seas and Cabo and Ensenada and all that it had to offer.
Yeah.
So
considering this was just really kind of an unplanned sort of throw-in cruise for us. It was it turned out really, really well, and wasn't super expensive for us to do. So it was a really good time. Ovation will be here out of LA, I think, till September. Yeah. And then I think it heads to Alaska maybe, or goes somewhere.
And then you said it's going to get dry dock?
Then
next year?
According to sources, it's going to be have a dry dock or an amplification where they're going to do some changes with some of the restaurants and make the casino a little larger, some changes to the music hall, among some other things. I think it's going to end up going back to the Asia, and Quantum will be here next year. Yeah, Quantum of the Seas, so another Quantum class will be out of the West Coast.
We really enjoyed it, and just thank you all for
hanging in there with us.
So thanks, everyone.